Hello there everyone, my name is Clink, and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. So, last time we did the Swamp Spider House, and I played the archery minigame here in Clocktown with the Octoroks. Today there's a few things I want to get done. I'm going to withdraw... Let's go with 40 rupees, because we need to get a couple of shooting galleries completed today. That's my main goal, but I also want to go on ahead and buy the big bomb bag. So this is the trading post, not the bomb shop. So during the first night at midnight, we rescued this lady from Sakon, the thief, and now we can buy the bomb bag, or the big bomb bag. So you could have waited to just get this instead of getting the regular bomb bag, but I had it because I wanted to be able to do Honey and Darling in this cycle, but that's okay. It's not too big of a deal. So I want to return to the swamp because there's 2 more archery minigames we can play over there and gather some more heart pieces. So we are going to head to the southern swamp and do that. And I think we'll be pretty much good on just starting to go into the next story area after that, honestly. I can't really think of anything that there will be to do in Southern Swamp after this stuff, so we should be good. Everything else that's like optional is going to be in Romani Ranch, which we can't even do yet because it's not day 3. So when you want to, come inside, and whichever one this is will let us go on a cruise for free. It's been cleaned up, so let's try a little game. Sure. That's the way to go, but let me explain. You're not aiming for me with that bow, you're aiming for the target. If you hit me, I'll never forgive you. So, yes, you will have your bow out, and you need to play some target practice. I believe the goal is to get 30 and to not hit her 10 times. So you want to be really careful about that. Even on the Nintendo 64, like playing this with just the stick, this really isn't too bad. You get a lot of leeway with this. The one thing I do want to point out is if you're playing the 3DS version, this reward is going to be different for this minigame. On this version, you'll get a heart piece. In the 3DS version, you will get an empty bottle, which is a change I actually think is pretty good because there's going to be a point in the game where we need a lot of empty bottles, and it's actually pretty hard to get 4 empty bottles before that point in the Nintendo 64 version. While possible, the 3DS version just kind of, I think, spreads the bottles out a little bit better. But we're getting pretty high on score. I think we can reach like 35 or so at least. I think I've hit her twice. I can't ever remember which is Koume and Kotake. Sorry, I always feel like whichever one I call it, I'm calling it the wrong one. So I'm like, whatever. Come on, there we go. Yeah, usually on the Nintendo 64 version, I would recommend just kind of doing this and hoping for the best. But, come on, let's hit 40. Oh, 43. Okay, I'm pretty satisfied with that. So yeah, once we have won, we will get a piece of heart, and that is our 16th heart piece. All right, cool. I believe that you can get up to 10 hearts before the second dungeon. It's pretty difficult though, especially because of a few... it's not difficult, it's just that I don't want to do one of the side quests that you would need to do so, because it's one I'm going to save for later. But yeah, so on the road here, if we take a right, or you know, just go east, we can go to the Swamp Shooting Gallery. So we're gonna have to play this twice. With the gyroscope and everything, this really isn't too hard. It can be pretty difficult on the Nintendo 64 version because you do have to get a perfect score to get one of the rewards. Oh, 20 rupees to play. Oh god, I'm gonna have to get some extra rupees. But then you have to win again and get a certain amount of time remaining. So we need to hit everything around here. So we got to go for these Deku Scrubs first, and then look out for the birds. So they're coming from this side, so we'll go ahead and hit them. Yeah, you want to occasionally check those more obscure spots, and make sure you get those wolves. The wolves are some of the easiest things to miss. So we'll go ahead and knock that one out, and then the birds are easiest to hit when they're just coming out. They can be a lot harder to hit as they move, so do be kind of careful for them. I don't think that the other Deku Scrubs ever show up again. We'll go ahead and... Uh-oh. Come on. You have a lot of time to hit the birds, though. I'll be honest. You actually get a very, very large amount of time. And I think that this is the final set, almost. I know that... I think it's like 2100 something. 2120? Right? Yeah. So, as you can see, we have a ton of time left on the board here. And it's gonna sit here and go through every single second and rack up your score. Which is... yeah. Since we did too well, almost, it kind of just takes a little while, but that's okay. The only thing that is annoying about this is the fact that the timer is still moving, so as you can see, we're almost up to 5:30 now. But yeah, that is going to net us the largest quiver, and now we'll play again for a piece of heart, so I'm just gonna be back once I have the money and I'm close to winning. Alright, there we go. Got a second perfect. I want to say that you have to get like 2200, but obviously we're going to get a lot higher than that once again. And yeah, now after we get this, I do believe I'm going to make my way north to continue the main story for a little while, so that ought to be pretty fun and interesting to do. I think I actually know exactly where I want to stop now. I've been kind of bouncing around in my head how I want the next couple parts to go, because really the story stuff to get to the next dungeon does not take very long. Let's go ahead and warp back to Clocktown, though. I'm going ahead and start making our way over there. Yeah, there's... this is kind of the point of the game where I feel like there's not really as much to do between the first and second dungeon, but then between the second and third dungeon, the game really opens up a lot of the side content to you. It's kind of nuts how much opens up. You get so many more masks. Like, you can get just about all of the masks that are optional before even the third dungeon. You do have to do some of the main story stuff before then, but a lot of it is open to you, so I'm trying to get as much as I can done before the second dungeon even, just because there's going to be so much between dungeons 2 and 3. So we'll just take it a step at a time. But yeah, we're heading off to Snowhead. That is going to be the next place to go. So if you reset time, when you first exit out of the clock tower at the very start, Tattle will say, oh, we need to head north, and give you another direction to go. And that's kind of what'll steer you on the right path, but, you know, since we haven't reset time yet, we haven't really had Tattle be able to tell us that. Lots of cool stuff here in the mountains. Oh, right, I still have the bomb mask on. That might explain why I'm... Whoa, you do slip and slide on this a little bit. You stupid jerks. Alright. Come on, stupid little snowballs. I don't think I one-shot these guys. Oh, I do one-shot them. Okay. I'm like, I don't really have the upgraded sword or anything yet. There's a few chests along this road. And yeah, you do slip around. It's kind of funny. I did not remember ever slipping around. It's odd. Did I ever show this? I don't know if I did show this, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Just because it's funny. Blow them up, and... bye-bye. That effect looked kind of bad on here because of the weird blur effect. I don't know what is up with that. I have never played this game on like actual N64 hardware, so I have no idea if it does it on that. I've ironically, the only times I've beaten the original version of the game are this recomp, and I beat it once. I thought there was a chest in here. I beat it once on Wii U Virtual Console. Not even Wii U, with all the nice input lag and the worst colors. So, not the ideal way to play it. Every other run of this game I've done has been on the 3DS version, so... Welcome to the Mountain Village. First order of business is none other than to get an owl statue, which... Where is it in this version? There it is. I think it's on this wall right here on the 3DS version. I think that's why I was going over there. So we don't have the map here yet, obviously, so we don't have the mini-map in the bottom right corner, but Tingle's very close by. He's not going to be too hard to find. And can I... There we go. Hello, buddy. Whoa. Up here. I am sorry to bother you from such a high place, but I'm very hungry and I've gotten stuck here. It is so cold. I am so very hungry. I don't think I'm going to make it. I just want to eat once more before I die up here. Something tough and hard to chew. I cannot forget that flavor. So yeah, we'll have to keep that in mind as we journey through this area. This is the way to Snowhead, so we don't want to go this way yet. We're gonna head off in this direction. We'll be coming back here in a little bit. This is some deep water, but we'll find out what that is soon enough. So let's just head off this way to the place we really want to go, which is Goron Village. So we're gonna find some cool stuff over here. Of course, you know, the next main tribe of the game, and you can kind of see him off in the distance. There's our map boy, so I'm gonna go on ahead and shoot him down. I think he'll probably go back up by the time I get over there, but yeah, don't worry about falling in the water or anything. You can't really do much here yet, so we're just gonna enjoy the ride so far. But hi, Tingle. I will buy a map of Snowhead, so there you go, 20 rupees. And we're good to go. Gotta love his Koolimpas. So, we'll deal with some of the stuff in this area in a little bit. This part, I remember when I first played this game, I actually got stuck here for a good couple hours. I couldn't really figure out what to do, because you kind of just have to go around. There's not really anyone to talk to. You're just kind of wandering around. But here in the Goron village, there really isn't much to it. Like, we could enter from there. You've got this Deku scrub over here, and this is going to be your usual Deku merchant for the area. But he will only do business with a Goron, so that is something to keep in mind. But if we come over here, and somehow when I first played the game, I never ever ran into Gabora over here. Hoot hoot. I actually have no idea if he's named Gabora in this game. I've never actually fact-checked that now that I think about it. We meet again, fairy child. Have my stone statues been of help? Very much so. Well, it seems you may have the strength to change the fate of this land as I had expected. But the road ahead is even more challenging. Many trials await you. Please watch over these Gorons around you. Their land is doomed to be smothered in snow and ice forever. It will become a land where no living thing can survive. Without courage and determination, you surely will collapse from the extreme conditions. But if that courage and determination burns bright enough within you, then that's another story. Will you proceed? Yes. So, perhaps you do have the strength to change the fate of this mountain after all. I shall take to the air, flying toward that shrine across the way, so follow behind me. Do not be daunted by appearances. Instead, let your feelings guide you, and the true path shall open before you. Are you ready? Yeah. So, if you've played Ocarina of Time, you would know that invisible platforms are very much a thing in that game. And, well, this is a sequel to Ocarina of Time, so you can bet that it is probably in this game in some way for the most part. So we're gonna cross some invisible platforms over to this random shrine. I've certainly been assured of your courage and determination. From here on, you must not be fooled by appearances. You must rely on your feelings. Now enter the shrine. Something that will aid you in your quest lies within. Use that item when returning from here. Alrighty. So there's a few things in here that I'm gonna go ahead and blow that up. We can go on ahead and open this chest. And we get the Lens of Truth. It is back, and this is the only other Zelda game it is in, which is kind of unfortunate. I actually kind of like the Lens of Truth. So let's go ahead and throw that on, and if you look over here, it's one of these. Okay, there's one back here. Got a nice chest. Get some money. I believe... Right, I forgot about the Skulltula right there. He's also invisible. Hi, buddy. Come on. There we go. This chest is going to have 50 rupees, I think. Yeah. So, very nice extra to get there. We're going to want 200 rupees. Probably in the next video is when I'm going to try to get it. But yeah, now we can see the platforms and make our way back over here. And we can see this floating Goron here. But I think I'm going to leave that a question to be answered for next time. So I'll end this video here and see you guys then. Bye-bye.